Hi, this is George. So sometimes when I don't know what I want to do as far as painting or doodling, I'll go through some of my past pieces and give another go and see if anything jumps out at me. So I like to work small because one, it doesn't take that long, but it also gives me a chance to experiment and see what works for me at any particular time. And that's nice. I like that. But when you paint small or doodle small, you're not really kind of limiting yourself as far as what you want to do because it doesn't take that long. So I went through some of my stuff and I want to do something with a background. And this here baggie is contains a lot of my paper that I have cut down. I used to have one that had a lot of background already done, so I can select from that, but I don't have it anymore because I ran out. So let's see. Want to do a couple of backgrounds for my next couple of videos. So I guess this video is going to be doing some backgrounds. Put this away now. And let's put my collection away. I like that. Maybe soon I'll do another bird, but I'm not sure. So these are some pieces that I want to revisit, and they all have a background, and this is a little bit larger than these, but it has a border, but we can work with that. So although these are kind of details, that's the end product. But what happens is, first thing is to do some backgrounds. And I really don't care if anything is off kilter or balance. I just need a place to work. So I'll put that aside while I get my Caran d'Ache. These are water-soluble crayons. It's a 15 set. They have other ones that have more, but like watercolor, you can layer them as you need to. So let's go with the one that has a background or a border. I'm not overly concerned that it's all neat and tidy. I just want to have something to work with. Let's see. Let's go with this, and orange. Yeah. Actually, this is vermilion, but I like to mix up what I'm using. For example, right now I'm using the Neocolor IIs. And like I said, it's kind of a crayon. Let's go with yellow. And then when you apply a little bit of water, it becomes like watercolor. And the good thing with these is once that's dry, or even if it's damp, you can layer up of course, the downside to wet medium like watercolors or Neocolor IIs is that you have to wait until it dries before moving on, which is why I like to have a number of backgrounds going at the same time. And don't worry about the over the edge. That's okay. Okay, so that's stage one. put that aside. Another thing I like to use is Kuretake Background. It's kind of like watercolor, but it's Japanese, but so it's going to react differently than your typical watercolor, because you can have it like a lot of water, and have it more or less like a watercolor. And then if you have less water, it can't act as a gouache. Now, I'm using some purples, but you can use whatever you want. I'm just giving myself and I a couple of options. And the paper that I'm using today is from B. It's 100% cold press, and 100% cotton, and it's cold press. I'm using the back side of this one, so it's a little bit more smoother, but yeah, that's good. Again, I don't know what it's going to turn out to be, but that's okay. It's all good. Okay, that's a good little bit of flicks. Who knows? I don't know. But like I said, we're just having fun. Okay, so take it outside and let it rest and dry a bit. I'm going to clear this away so I can have room for my paint. I'll be back. So I'm using Winsor Newton cotton. It's there's a link in the description, but I like to use these because they're inexpensive, but they're a quality that I like. And these are pulls that I use for one painting to another, because even though it's dried, you can still reactivate it by simply adding a little bit of water. And I like to use a split primary palette because you can get a lot of variation as far as the color mixing goes. And I love yellow ochre, so that's no surprise there. And depending on what I want to do, I may go in with another layer or two for using another medium like Neocolor IIs or like the Untitled Chapter. And I tend to go with more muted colors, but sometimes I will include a little bit of drama here and there. A bit more drama than I needed, but that's okay. Can always explore, and the color will be muted as it dries. So if you have too much color, don't worry. And I like Purple Lake. If you have too much color, wait. It'll dry and it'll be 100% different. Well, maybe not 100% different, but enough. So here I'm using some neutral tones to build up some grays. And it doesn't necessarily, like, this is gray, but you can have different tones of gray and neutral colors without having just variations of black and white combined. You should just have to work within the confines of opposites. Like gray and, well, green and red make brown, but brown is kind of like a grayed out version of the two, if that makes any sense. It's just having fun. At least I am. I don't know about you, but just the idea or the practice of making backgrounds without concern about what it's going to look like in the end or how you are going to use it in the future. The act of doing a background is really relaxing to me. Now it looks a little bit like mud, but when it's dry, it'll be totally different. So these are the pools that I use to create this, but I'm not going to clean it off. I'm going to put it away so it'll dry and be ready for the next project. This is still drying. I'm going to put it over here. And this was the first one, and it's pretty dry. Now I could go over that with another color, but I like how it's turned out. This was from the Kuretake. I like the softness of the blends and the blooms that happen. Again, you can go over another layer with anything like Kuretake, Ganzai, or watercolor, or any other wet medium. And this one was the watercolor. Again, it's not completely dry. It'll flatten out a bit more. And if it becomes a problem, I will wet it on the back and it'll settle itself down. So I hope you enjoyed the video today and got inspired to create some backgrounds for yourself. Now, these are done as far as the color goes. I mean, I may go in with another layer, probably will, but once it's all dry, you can just doodle on these as you will. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I will see you in the next one. Remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Thanks. Bye.